Do you remember years ago when you would see the Vanoss group, any one of them upload a video and it was a group playthrough? It was a funny video, there was a bunch of funny jokes, it was all just shits and giggles, and it was always a good time. Very little drama. Maybe a couple arguments here and there, but nothing really substantial. Now comes 2019/2020 and it all comes crashing down. I remember discovering the group around the time I discovered Jacksepticeye, which is around 2013, 2014. And I wanted to find just people that were just enjoyable to watch and not just mindless videos of some monotone guy who doesn't know how to, produce emotions. I wanted some fun. And what did I find? The Vanoss group. I don't know who I started off with first. I think it was Miniladd. I don't know, it's been a long time. But throughout the years, I've been watching their stuff back to back. Everyone's reaction to anything was unique in their own way. Marcel with his overreaction to everything. Same thing with Tyler. But that was always a highlight. I was always waiting for somebody to freak out. It was usually Tyler or Marcel. Sometimes Nogla, but it was usually Tyler and Marcel. Brock started to get mad too. That was actually quite funny. Yeah, it's funny how people have come and gone throughout the Vanoss group, like temporary joins or something along the lines of that. Like with cartoons was kind of a solid stay. He didn't really pop into every video. Elephants, I didn't have much time to experience with him, so I don't have an opinion on Elephants other than his deep as fuck voice. It's irritating. Ohmwrecker, yes, he was also one I liked a lot. I liked his reactions and how he was kind of like the quote-unquote adult of the group, next to Scott. Which I hope Scott is doing okay because of all this shit that's going down. It would suck if one of them were just quit YouTube altogether because of all the drama. Because we don't want to just let them... We don't want someone just to leave in vain. Like, we don't want to just disrupt their livelihoods because of what's going on right now. We don't want to disrupt their mental status, if you know what I mean. Anyway. Ohmwrecker, yeah, he was the one I also liked in a lot of videos. Louis was, his squeaker voice was okay here and there. It wasn't always funny to me. Miniladd was one of my favorites of the group because he was like you and me, kind of. When we get into a group of friends and we're the ones being picked on and we're the ones that are getting trash thrown at us and we're just taking all the punches and trying not to scream. Meanwhile, we're probably not screaming, but you know what I mean. He was basically like the everyday man of the group. And if you know about the controversy, I've released 2 other Miniladd videos. And this video is not just going to be involving Miniladd. I'm going to talk about Louis Calibre and Ohmwrecker as well. Now, the Miniladd situation, I've talked about it before. Everyone knows about it. It's him diddling with fucking teens, and he's still running away from that. And he's never going to admit to it. And apparently YouTube's doing his dirty work and slapping community guideline strikes on channels that even speak his name now. In any negative manner, which... Why? It's like they're trying to protect him or something, which I know that's the case, but, that's just my accusations, my assumptions. Louis just actually disappeared from YouTube, from social media, because here's something you probably didn't know about Louis. He only did YouTube for money. He only played with the group for money. He only saw dollar signs in all of his friends and all of his fans. That is just disgusting. And the way he treated his girlfriend, holy fuck. He was like fucking Onision. I was about to say James Soroka, but nah, not that far, no. But still, it was pretty bad. And I faintly remember he also texted a dick pic to a minor, I think. But regardless, he's gone, so there's no real persecution unless he comes back. Which I don't think he will, because there's no dollar signs on YouTube anymore. What's he gonna do? What, fucking OnlyFans? Imagine that. Okay. Now the most recent case that I've discovered. Ohmwrecker. Ohmwrecker isn't a pedophile. This is not... He didn't diddle anyone, which is good. He's not a Miniladd. What he is, though, is the most pathetic drama queen I have ever seen. Anything that the group said or did that he didn't agree with, he didn't speak to them about those problems privately. No, he went on Twitter to just announce all of his problems with his friends, just to have every one of his fans attack his old friends. And may I remind you, he's been kicked out of friend groups for this shit before. When he was in the friend group with Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and Bob? Yeah. I don't remember Bob's YouTube name, I just know his actual name. Apparently, Ohmwrecker said that Ohmwrecker said Markiplier was a groomer. And of course, immediately that was a no-no, and that got him kicked. Gee, I wonder why. Recently, everything's fucking recently, because this is shit. I feel sorry for people like Bryce. I feel sorry for Tyler. I feel sorry for everybody. Terrorizer, Brian, especially because Brian's tired of this, and he wants all this to just end. He wants everyone just to move on and just calm down. But every day, every week, there's something new. Somebody else has been accused for diddling or soliciting minors or performing an Ohmwrecker, which is bitching about his problems with his friends on the internet just so people can attack for him. Real smart dude. You're supposed to be the older one. I guess you're not. I don't care if you're gonna attack me. I don't get paid by YouTube, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. It's just sad to see this successful group that everybody loved, and there was no problems, no major problems anyway, throughout the years, and it all just comes crashing down in the last 3 years. It's really sad, and I don't know how Evan is dealing with this. He's probably just as upset with all this as everyone else is. Well, with Miniladd, Craig, I'll just say it's Craig, with Craig, Louie, and Ryan, aka Ohmwrecker. I think that's his name, Ryan. And you know how I was about to end it there with just the 3, because I was wanted to talk about how the group imploded. But I'll give one more person the dishonorable spotlight. That would be Cryaotic. Now, he used to play with PewDiePie quite a bit back in the day. And he just disappeared. There's no real word as to why. He had a falling out with his friends. He had a falling out with fans. Pewds himself, definitely. And if I remember right, he's also a diddler. He likes to talk to minors, and I think the story goes that he cheated on his wife for a minor. Now, don't quote me on that because it's going off of memory here, but it's just sick. He would just, I don't know, he'd disrespect his friends, his ex-friends at this point, anyone who's worked with them. He would just not care. He would obviously break laws, and no wonder Cry has disappeared from the fucking world at this point, because if he comes back to YouTube, everyone's gonna fucking feed him to the wolves. all 4 of these people are going to feed them to the wolves. Because these 4 children, I'm not going to call them guys because they're fucking children, they all deserve to be fucking kicked in the teeth. And just wake up. Is this really what we're going to? We're going to just disassemble all our friend groups because someone doesn't agree with this, so they bitch about the internet, somebody diddles a minor, and it just piles up, and kids nowadays that go on YouTube to find a nice gaming group to watch, they're not going to know about the golden age of the Vanoss crew, because from what I understand, they took a good chunk out of the group, and it's probably not going to be the same for a long time. With Ohmwrecker accusing friends of stupid shit, like with Marcel being a kid diddler, which he's not, because he presented no evidence. It's... why? Why do we have to be like this at this time? We're supposed to be dealing with the coronavirus. We're supposed to be dealing with our mental well-beings because of the lockdowns. It's all just coming down like the fucking... like Heidelberg. Heidelberg? You get what I mean, the blimp that went down in flames. All I want to say is, you fought Bear grow the fuck up, and I know Louis' fucking gun, so why would I care at this point? But the other 3, grow up. Yeah, fucking teenagers are more mature than you. Especially you, Ryan, or Ohmwrecker. Correct me if that's his actual name, first name anyway, because I think someone called him by Ryan before. So, that's all I want to say. Grow up.